Vote.
Okay, nothing.
Good morning, McCaskey East. This is day 57, November 20th. Please rise for the pledge to the flag.
Justice for all.
Good morning, McCaskey East. This is day 57, November 20th. And here's your general bulletin. Students interested in being on the McCaskey Winter Track Team should plan to attend a brief meeting in room C108 on Monday, November 24th. This meeting will begin at 3 o'clock. Please contact Ms. Niuto in room C108 or Mr. Vio in room C103. I apologize for messing up your names. If you have any questions, thank you. Grease auditions are 2 weeks away. Audition scenes are now available for study each day after school in JPM room 171. Scenes cannot leave the room, so plan for a day when you can stay. The December 3rd audition sessions will be for music and dance. Scenes will be done on December 4th. You must be at both sessions. We are scheduled from 3:15 to 5:30 to be considered for a role. Are you struggling with all the changes going on around the school? Do you feel that there are more problems here than in school last year? REACH will be discussing these issues today in their weekly meeting at 3 o'clock in room B123. Everyone is welcome to join the discussion and see what we come up with. Everyone will be given a chance to voice their feelings and suggestions on these issues. See you at 3 in room B123. Over to Donnie for the rest of your announcements.
Attention AFS pizza sellers. You must bring your pizza money to Mr. Wenzel in room C123 tomorrow after school. Again, you must bring your pizza money to Mr. Wenzel in C123 tomorrow after school. Any students interested in a Quiz Bowl academic competition, report to room C128 during flow time today. Show us your creative side. Submit all your artwork, poetry, short stories, and to Burning Glass. Please include your name and homeroom number on all submissions and hand them to Mr. Wenzel in room C123. First submission period ends November 21st. Thank you. This is Donnie speaking for Jack, Ben, Millie, and Mr. Wenzel, and the rest of the WJPM crew saying have a nice day.
Good morning, McCaskey East. Today is day 58, November 21st, and here is your general bulletin. Remember impact this morning during flow, room A107. There will be an important Oriental Club meeting for all interested students on Wednesday, November 26th at 3:10 p.m. Room 126, McCaskey Level 2. Show us your creative side. Submit your artwork, poetry, short stories, and other literary work to Burning Glass. Please include your name and homeroom on all submissions and hand them into Mr. Wenzel, C123. Today is the last day. The INC will close on Friday, November 21st, which is today at 3 p.m. Now over to Jack for the rest of your announcements.
Good morning. If you have a save disc in the library and you wish to retain the information on the disc, please stop in the library and see Miss Turney or Mrs. Flory. If you don't see one of the librarians, your disc will be erased over Thanksgiving vacation. AFS pizza sales money is due today in room C123 at 3 o'clock. Pizza money is due today after school, C123. Grease auditions are 2 weeks away. Audition scenes are now available for study each day after school in JPM room 171. Scenes cannot leave the room, so plan to choose a day when you can stay and look at the scenes. The December 3rd audition session will be for music and dance. Scenes will be done on December 4th. You must be at both sessions, which are scheduled from 3:15 to 5:30 to be considered for a role. Students interested in being on the McCaskey Winter Track Team should plan to attend a brief meeting in room C108 on Monday, November 24th. This meeting will begin at 3 o'clock p.m. Please contact Ms. Nayutu in room C108 or Mr. Vio in room C103 if you have any questions. Thank you. Students from the Latino Club and the Black History Club that are going to Millersville University today to perform should meet in the main lobby at 11:30 a.m. Only these students that have turned in a signed and completed permission slip will be allowed to go. This is Jack Tracy speaking for Diana, Dan, and Millie. Have a great day.
For all.
Before we start our general bulletin, we have Mr. Porter for a few special announcements.
Good morning, everyone. I have some exciting news for both staff and students. We were able to secure a fourth hall monitor for us, and I would like to introduce this gentleman, Mr. Gary Russell, who is a past 1983 McCaskey graduate who will be working here along with Mrs. Brooks, Mrs. Steyer. So it's with much pleasure that I introduce to all of you Mr. Gary Russell.
Good morning, everybody. As Mr. Porter said, my name is Gary Russell, and we're really looking forward to working here, getting to know every student as best I can. Hopefully it turns out to be a pleasant experience. Thanks again, and hopefully I'll get to meet everybody very shortly.
And here's Dan McCullough with your general bulletin.
Students interested in being on the McCaskey winter track team should plan to attend a brief meeting in room C108 on Monday, November 24th. That would be today. This meeting will begin promptly at 3:00 p.m. Please contact Ms. Naitu in room C108 or Mr. VO in room C103 if you have any questions. Thank you. If you have a saved disk in the library and you wish to retain the information on it over the Thanksgiving break, please stop in the library and see Miss Turney or Mrs. Flory. If you don't see one of the librarians, your disk will be erased over Thanksgiving vacation. There will be an important Oriental Club meeting for all interested students on Wednesday, November 16th at 3:10 p.m. in room 126 over at the old McCaskey. This is Dan McCullough speaking for the rest of the WJPM crew, which is Millie, Jack, and Donnie, and Diana. Have a nice day.
Good morning, McCaskey East. This is Donnie McNeil, and here's your general bulletin. All 9th grade students must submit a tuberculosis form for participation or refusal ASAP. These forms must be signed by a parent or guardian. Forms may be received at JP or East nursing offices. The TB test will be done late November. If you are handy with a video camera or would like to learn to use one, you might be the person for this job. We are looking for students who are interested in videotaping McCaskey's boys or girls varsity basketball games. No pay is involved, but you will get a chance to travel with the team while learning a valuable skill. If you are interested, please contact Mr. Gaddison in room B117. Show us your creative side. Submit your artwork, poetry, short stories, and other literary work to Burning Glass. Please include your name, homeroom number on all submissions. Hand them into Mr. Wenzel in room C123. First submissions period ends November 21st. Over to Dan for the rest of your announcements.
In case you haven't heard, Grease is the word. Auditions for the McCaskey production of the Broadway musical Grease will be held on December 3rd and 4th in room 171 at McCaskey High School. Pick up audition music from Mr. Sterner. Scenes will be available for study in room 171 beginning November 17th. Attention all students who are interested in joining AFS. There's a Pizza Hut card fundraiser going on from November 10th to the 21st. See Mr. Wenzel in room C123 for order forms and information. All order forms are due to Mr. Wenzel on Friday, November 21st. You must do a fundraiser to be in AFS. Don't forget the Impact meeting today during float in A107. See you there. There's a Black History Dance tonight, November 14th, 1997 in the McCaskey cafeteria. It's from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and the cost is $3. DJ Herc will be there, and your student ID should be shown. There will be a girls' basketball tryouts for 9th grade girls on November 17th, 5 o'clock in the gym for all girls who plan to try out for this year's freshman girls' basketball team. Please be on time. This is Dan speaking for Donnie, Jack, Diana, and the rest of the WJPM crew saying have a nice day.
Good morning, McCaskey East. This is Donnie McNeil, day 54, November 17th, and here's your general bulletin. Attention to students who are interested in joining AFS. There is a Pizza Hut card fundraiser going on from November 10th to the 21st. See Mr. Wenzel in room C-123 for order forms and information. All order forms are due to Mr. Wenzel on Friday, November 21st. You must do a fundraiser to be an AFS member. Any staff members interested in being a clock scoreboard operator for the boys or girls home basketball games scheduled should contact Pete Horn at McCaskey 6198. 9th grade boys basketball starts today at 3:15 p.m. Be dressed, shorts and sneakers. Don't be late. Over to Diana for the rest of your announcements.
Show us your creative side. Submit your artwork, poetry, short stories, and other literary work to Burning Glass. Please include your name and homeroom on all submissions and hand them to Mr. Winslow, C-123. First submissions period ends November 21st. There will be girls' tryouts for 9th grade girls on today, 5 o'clock in the gym. For all girls who plan to try out for this year's freshman girls basketball team, please be on time. Hey girls, Great Girls Club is starting this Wednesday, November 19th. We'll be meeting in room A119 at 3 p.m. All girls are welcome. Come on down to room A119 on Wednesday at 3. Thank you. This is Diana speaking for Jack, Donnie, Millie, and then saying have a great day.
Good morning, McCaskies. It's day 55, November 18th, and these are your general announcements. There will be an intramural softball pitching and catching practice at the Wheatland Middle School gym every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:15. All 9th or 10th grade girls are welcome. Any students signed up for the Vermont Ski Club trip should see Mr. Zimmerman today after school in room 99. Any staff member interested in being a clock or scoreboard operator for the boys or girls home basketball games should contact Pete Hone at McCaskey 198. To homeroom teachers, please be sure to check each of your 9th grade students to be sure they turned in their tuberculosis forms. They must be turned in by Wednesday. Also, all teachers, your time study sheets, the ones with all of the dots, are due today in the office. Please do not forget to turn these in. Show us your creative side. Submit your artwork, poetry, short stories, and other literary work to the Burning Glass. Please include your name and homeroom number on your submissions and hand them in to Mr. Wenzel in room C-123. The first submissions period ends November 21st. Over to Diana for the rest of your announcements.
Hey girls, Great Girls Club is starting this Wednesday, November 19th. We'll be meeting in room A119 at 3 p.m. All girls are welcome. Come on down to room A119 on Wednesday at 3. Attention students who are interested in joining AFS. There's a Pizza Hut card fundraiser going on from November 10th to November 21st. See Mr. Wenzel in room C123 for order forms and information. All order forms are due to Mr. Wenzel on Friday, November 21st. You must do a fundraiser to be an AFS member. To all staff, the December 8th faculty meeting will be held in the JPM auditorium from 3 to 3:30. From 3:30 to 4:15, it will be a special PSO staff appreciation gathering in the JPM cafeteria. All staff are encouraged to share time with each other. Thank you. This is Diana speaking for Dan, Millie, Donnie, and Jack saying have a great day.
Good morning, McCaskey East, day 56, November 19th, and here's your general bulletin. Grease auditions are 2 weeks away. Audition scenes are now available for study each day after school in JPM room 171. Scenes cannot leave the room, so plan a day when you can stay. The December 3rd audition sessions will be for music and dance. Scenes will be done on December 4th. You must be at both sessions, which are scheduled for 3:15 to 5:30, to be considered for a role. Attention students who are interested in joining AFS. There is a Pizza Hut card fundraiser going on from November 10th through the 21st. See Mr. Wenzel in room C123 for order forms and information. All order forms are due to Mr. Wenzel on Friday, November 21st, and you must do a fundraiser to be an AFS member. On Wednesday, November 19th, which is today, there will be a deep processing reading, a way to remember for a longer period of time workshop located at McCaskey East High School cafeteria for the Lancaster Partnership Students Class of 2000. The workshop will be held from 3 to 4 today. Now over to Dan for the rest of your announcements.
Hey girls, the Great Girls Club is starting today, November 19th. They will be meeting in room A119 at 3 p.m. today. All girls are welcome, so come on down to room A119 today at 3 o'clock. Show us your creative side. Submit your artwork, poetry, short stories, and other literary work to the Burning Glass magazine. Please include your name and homeroom number on all submissions and hand them in to Mr. Wenzel in room C123. The first submissions period ends November 21st. There will be intramural softball pitching and catching practice at the Wheatland Middle School gym every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:15. All 9th or 10th grade girls are welcome. Any students interested in the Quiz Bowl academic competition, please report to room C128 during flow time on Thursday, November 20th. Thanks a lot. Speaking for Jack, Millie, Donnie, and the rest of the WJPM crew, this is Dan saying have a nice day.
Good afternoon, everybody. My apology for interrupting class time, but there are a couple of important announcements, important enough that I felt I wanted to come on TV and speak to you directly. First of all, our faculty meeting today is going to be held in B123 from 3 to 3:30. Our site council meeting today will be from 3:30 until in B101. As a number of you may realize, we had an accident this morning outside of McCaskey East in which a student was hurt when struck by an automobile. Fortunately, that student was not hurt badly. The student went to the hospital and is now back at Lincoln Middle School and in classes again. However, I want to caution all students here at McCaskey East to be very, very careful in the morning. There are some spots that are difficult to see cars coming, and for people who are dropping students off, it is very difficult if students decide to move back and forth across the driveway. So please, students, be smart and be careful and take care of yourselves. On a very serious note, I have some information I want to share with you, and I will apologize to you. This is not good speech-giving technique, but I'm going to be doing some reading. And students, this is primarily directed to you, and I would appreciate it if you would pay very close attention. At the beginning of the school year, we had assemblies in which we spoke of our school code of conduct and the reasons for each of the 5 rules and their need to be in effect. Your homeroom teachers then went over the code with you, as I'm sure your classroom teachers did also. We have been very patient with students coming into a new building in a totally new situation. For the most part, the vast majority of you have followed the rules and have been excellent students. However, some students are having difficulty understanding and following certain rules. So I'm going to share with you again where we are going for the rest of this school year with our code of conduct. The code of conduct, if you're not familiar with what I'm speaking, is this particular list of rules which should be posted in every single classroom, should be posted on bulletin boards outside of your pod areas, and these are the rules that I'm sure that teachers have gone over with you before. We've done very well in following rule number 1, which states remove hats and Walkmen and turn off radios immediately. We compliment you all on this one and expect you to continue to do a good job. As far as coats are concerned, we have been very patient in not strictly enforcing the no coat policy simply because our heating system was malfunctioning. Some rooms were extremely cold, some rooms extremely warm. That system has been erratic. Now it is fixed and we're ready to go. So from now on, starting tomorrow morning, we go back to our no coat policy. No student is expected to have a coat on anytime once school begins. Homeroom teachers, please remind students. I'm going to have Mrs. Williams, our attendance officer, remind students when they arrive at the building tardy. And And again, we're asking students your cooperation in this and understanding that all coats need to be put away into the lockers. IDs are being worn by almost every student who enters the cafeteria. I know this because I am there at the cafeteria door most lunch shifts. However, I am told that some students are not wearing their IDs into classes and in the hallways. I'm sorry, this is simply not acceptable. IDs are to be worn by all students at all times and to be worn above the waist with the picture visible. This is both for safety reasons, identification reasons, and respect reasons. I am asking that all homeroom teachers check for IDs each morning and that all classroom teachers do likewise. Students without IDs are to begin an after-school detention if no appropriate reason is given for the missing ID. Any student who is asked to show an ID to any adult in this building and does not do so faces possible suspension. Those students are to be sent to me immediately. I have already begun to remove from this site students who use profanity. I will continue to do so. Any student who directs profanity at an adult in this site is to be sent to my office. We want to work on more appropriate methods of communication with those students, and will do so just as soon as they return from suspension and a parent conference. As I have said to several students, the rule that speaks about horseplay, wrestling, tackling, any of those types of behavior, if it looks like a fight, it's a fight, and a 10-day suspension could result. So please eliminate any horseplay or signs of a showing out of the cafeteria. As part of our overall disciplinary policy, teachers are now presently developing team cooperative discipline procedures for groups. Students will hear more about these procedures in the very near future. The bottom line, folks, is this. This site is our home. We need to respect it and each other at all times. I want to personally thank those students who have followed and will continue to follow our school rules. For anyone else, we will tolerate no more foolishness. We appreciate your cooperation. Thank you.